Hey everybody, what's up? This is another video where I'm working on turning drive time and commute time into valuable time. Today I want to film a video that shares with you my perspective on what AI is going to mean for the job market. And I won't be able to cover every single industry or type of job, but hopefully the examples that I share can help you understand how it might relate to the job market that you're in or that you're planning to be in, and what the opportunities are and what to look out for. So today, artificial intelligence technologies are available to pretty much anybody who wants them for free, as long as you have a smartphone or an internet connected tablet, a computer. You've got access to incredibly powerful technology. So do businesses. And what is taking shape in certain sectors of the industries is innovation that is going to create automation that will replace a lot of jobs that historically have been available. Certain career fields like software development, data analysts are going to be fundamentally changed, and the type of skill set you'll need to work in those fewer jobs is going to be a higher skill set, a specific skill set. And so if you're in college working to become a software developer or some type of data analyst, data analytics professional, you really need to be careful about where you're investing your time and your energy and what that skill set is that you're going after. Starting at the top with some of these major tech companies and large global enterprise companies, they're already making plans, and they're not shy about it. They're communicating it to utilize AI to automate the hell out of their business processes. And while this automation using AI is not perfect in some cases, it will get better and better over time with the billions of dollars that are flowing into the development of artificial intelligence technologies. I was at the doctor's office yesterday, and I was getting some blood drawn for some lab work. And the phlebotomist asked me, what do I do for a job, or like, where do I work? And I told her, and I said, and what I do is I lead an AI team. And I said, have you used artificial intelligence? And she looked at me, and she asked me, are you a software developer? And I said, no, I'm not a software developer. I said, do you use artificial intelligence, like, ChatGPT? And she kind of laughed and said, no, I just don't care. And that's okay, right? Not everybody needs to care about artificial intelligence or, use it. Frankly, I mean, I recommend it. I think it's incredibly helpful, but certainly you don't have to care about it. But it is going to show up in your life and will have some implications for your job, your career, almost regardless of whatever industry that is. So it was interesting to hear her say, I don't care. One of the big developments in artificial intelligence is this concept of AI agents. Intelligent, autonomous components of a system that can take action. And that action could be accessing a tool or another application. That action could be quick thinking, deep thinking on a problem space that is so complex or so large that it would take an army of people to think through and find all the patterns and insights, or humans wouldn't even be able to do it within a reasonable amount of time. And what these agents can do is they can be configured with instructions that give them a job, that give them some type of goal that they're supposed to work towards. And within a larger system, like what these companies are deploying, these AI agents will, in the early days, perform tasks. They might analyze data to make a decision in a fraction of the time a person would. They might be able to do that continuously, 24/7, 365. The ability to create an army of agents that can work on making those kinds of decisions, double checking and triple checking those kinds of decisions, weighing the pros and cons. These are things that these AI agents will be able to do. You'll be able to schedule tasks and have them carry out a particular task. Schedule a trip, add something to your calendar from a personal standpoint. But from a business standpoint, what you're going to see is that these AI agents will be performing tasks that are high volume, repetitive tasks that are probably best left to computers and to algorithms. Over time, as these AI agents are given good enough instructions and have access to enough data about their environment, maybe it's a sales environment, a marketing environment, a research environment, a customer service environment, they will increasingly be able to perform more and more tasks and learn from what has worked and what was a good decision, a good action, what was not, tied to an outcome it's supposed to achieve. So think about for yourself, think about for the industry you're looking to get into, or the industry you're in, or the industry you want to exit. Because you can see what's coming, you're getting more education to understand, hey, I might be in a job that is going to be highly automated by AI. I need to start thinking now about how I level up myself in my career and my industry and become one of the people who controls and manages those AI agents and digital co-workers, or I need to get into a different career field because I can see that the employment opportunities are going to be significantly less in the future. Like, these are things that I want to encourage you to think about. And whether you're in sales, marketing, customer service, government, entertainment, science and research, agriculture, you name it, there's going to be some implications as a result of artificial intelligence. I think it's not hard to look from a everyday life standpoint to hear and to see about how it's showing up in our personal lives, in the recommendations you get, in the advertisements you see. So ask yourself, in your career field, how is AI poised to impact your industry, your job? One of the easy ways to learn more about this is to just use some of these AI tools and ask that question. And whether you use Gemini or ChatGPT or Claude, you can give it a prompt or essentially your question, and you can ask. And you can give it specifics about your situation so that you can better understand and prepare and plan for the future that's coming. There's no doubt that if you work at, for example, a large tech company, these companies are going to be hiring less people. They're planning to go forward with smaller workforces who are more highly skilled in using AI. And I believe it's going to be to a drastic degree. So it's going to be crucial that you develop a learning plan for yourself that puts you on the right track to start to build those skills that these companies are going to want. I also believe there's never been a better time to create your own business with the benefit of artificial intelligence tools. The ability to be a small company of 1 to 3 to 5 people and to force multiply yourself and to do that at a reduced cost has never been better. With the availability of applications that are out there where they're pay as you go, to the ability to use these AI assistants to create a salesperson, a marketing person, a data analyst that can work for you at little to no cost. It's never been a better time to use these tools and this technology. And that's even what I'm doing myself, right? Is I'm using this technology. If you have questions or you need help and you want to learn more about how to use this technology, send me a message, leave me a comment, reach out to me and let me know what questions you have. I'd be happy to help you. If you hit the like button if you haven't already, if this video has been informative and has maybe inspired you to finally start looking into what AI means, what the implications are for you, hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you want to continue to learn more about AI. I'm planning to film a lot of videos on my drive time into work. And so maybe during your drive time, you can watch some videos and learn something along the way. So that when you get to work, you've already leveled up for the day and you've done a bit of your research. And hopefully I've been able to help you with that. So, in summary, I'm going to keep this video short today, but I hope my message breaks through to you that even if you don't think it's relevant, it's wise to spend a little bit of time learning and analyzing how AI is going to show up in your career field, in your job, in your industry, and start planning for it now, because it is coming. And it is going to mean a tougher job market for a lot of people, but these companies will be looking for specific people with specific skill sets, and you want to be one of those people, unless you're planning on setting up your own company, your own business, and going that way, which I think is a great idea as well. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope that you have a great day, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye now.